six figures, whoever knows about of shares, why would he not sell to get something out of it if he knew? I mean, because they've got hundreds of billions of dollars worth of assets.
BlackRock is buying up assets for like well above a premium price. So like when they sell those assets, they could be making ridiculous amounts.
But specifically in regards to Sears assets, or what are you talking about assets?
Well, they owned every single building that they had across the country. They were almost completely out of debt. I don't know exactly what the whole. I mean, I know they got shorted to death, but they owned, excuse me, a shit ton of assets and everything. So I know, and it's that whatever because I know on fucking Fidelity, it was whatever the one the Q has in it, whatever the holding is with Q in it. But that's why you're seeing crazy. Yeah, it's like SHSQ something like that, whatever for Sears.
Yeah,
it was like
that makes sense.
a couple weeks ago. It went through $150 in it, like 1,000 shares, maybe it does something. If I get even if I get $1 back for whatever it is, but the DD out there is saying upwards of $17.
So basically, at this point, you can buy 10,000 shares of Sears for $4,000, and that could potentially be $170,000 through a dividend.
Potentially, and that's kind of the thesis. I watch a lot of Houston Wade stuff, and he's kind of talked about it, but.
Yeah, he was talking about like the fucking the grand couple that owns like a fucking shit ton of stock in some company that made lawnmowers that went bankrupt, and they wake up one day and they have like $1 billion in their brokerage account because of that exact reason.
Yeah, the whole OTC, it's some company is delisted and you forgot it, but then when all these guys get margin called and they've got to pay everything they've ever shorted that didn't go completely bankrupt, that you're going to wake up one day and you got $1 million in your brokerage account because of a company you forgot about.
It's ironic.
Remind me again who it was talking about it?
Houston Wade. He talks about a bunch of shit, but he talks about AMC and GME a lot too. And he's been spot on. Like he's been calling shit before it even happens.
Yeah, he doesn't like he does I think he did a couple of price target things, but he's a lot more of the plumbing. He's like some kind of crazy fucking like astro scientist or something. He's been on with Jackson Hunter and but he usually does a live stream called Houston We Have a Problem. But he's actually kind of talked about why Bezos is trying to get to space and why this huge rush for the moon is all about space mining, and talking about like H3 particles, how that just
dude,
would power the Earth.
Hold on, dude, don't interrupt the guy. Let him continue. I'm listening.
But yeah, but that's why it's such a big deal to go to space soon. Why you got Elon Musk and Bezos and everything, it seems like, and China, because of all the H3 particles. Apparently you come back with one load of H3 particles and it would power the entire Earth for 10,000 years. So whoever gets to the moon first and mines that is gonna essentially own the world.
What the fuck?
H3 particles is, I don't know where you heard that bit, but yes, there's helium-3. There's helium-3 on the moon. Helium-3 is in a gaseous form, or it's in the amorphous rock, and we have a helium shortage, so having helium-3 would be nice. But helium-3, you can't really extract too much power from it.
Well, but so and again, I'm not a scientist. I'm a retard.
It is an isotope, but it's not a stable. Yeah, so it's a stable isotope.
If you watch some of his live streams, he goes really, really into depth on exactly how it works and all that stuff, and he kind of talks about why going to Mars is stupid and whatever. Like I guess he's an astrophysicist, and like his specialty is space mining or something crazy. So, and he's talked about a lot of these like Canadian companies and these crazy random small companies you never heard of that are coming up with these. I don't know. I really enjoy listening to him just because he's super smart, and
I mean he talks good too. Like he knows how to attached to the conversation.
Is that the same guy who was talking about that asteroid that was passing by that had like 3 trillion times the amount of the precious metals on the Earth or something like that?
Yeah,
Many
It's
estimates.
worth
I've heard that
700
shit.
quintillion.
Yeah.
Is what it's worth.
That's nuts.
Yeah, good luck slowing it down to an order. Like you'd have to. I mean, you
They're called
could,
Bruce
but it
Willis.
would require so much. No, well, no.
And
It would require
so
so much fuel
That's the
to
thing.
actually
Prices
slow
would
it
actually
down.
Mind it, the prices would drop considerably.
Yeah.
Let's just use Matt
Fuck
Corsica.
up the economy, that's for sure.
But the thing is that like